evening. Welcome to Sul Ross State University's first in a series of 5 podcasts. Tonight we will be discussing the admissions process at Sul Ross State University and the reasons for choosing Sul Ross as your destination. My name is Mary Beth Marks, and I am the Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. This evening I am joined by Destiny Duke, a junior at Sul Ross, and Danielle Lucero, also a junior at Sul Ross. Tonight we're going to be discussing the admissions process and what you need to be admitted, and then why you should select Sul Ross. To get started, we're going to go over some of the requirements for admissions. Okay, right now our audience is targeting students who have submitted applications that are still incomplete. One of the reasons we really encourage you to complete your application before March 15th is for scholarships and financial aid. Even if you think you may not qualify for any type of financial aid, the priority deadline is March 15th, and you need to be admitted in order to see what type of grants you may be eligible for. We also have several scholarships here at Sul Ross State University, and March 15th is the priority deadline. If you're not admitted at that time, you may miss out on some great opportunities. For admissions, you're going to need your high school transcripts, any kind of dual credit transcripts from any colleges you've attended. The dual credit transcripts are not needed to make an admissions decision, but we'll definitely want them before you register for classes in the fall. You'll need your to pay the $25 application fee, and if you'd like a fee waiver, you can see that at admissions for an application fee waiver. You will also need your SAT or ACT test scores. All of these are needed for the admissions process. Okay, now we're going to discuss why you should choose Sul Ross. Sul Ross is ranked the most affordable public university in Texas. And besides being affordable, it also has hands-on learning opportunities. Our small class sizes are designed in order for your success. You'll work one-on-one with your professors and classmates and have several opportunities for experiential learning experiences. We have individually designed majors, and that means if there's a concentration that you're interested in, your advisor or your department will work with you to make sure you get the degree plan that best meets your goals. We also have a Lobo Den Freshman Advising Center. Our Lobo Den Freshman Advising Center starts with you as a freshman and helps you through your journey. They make sure that you're on the right path during your degree and your studies here at Sul Ross so that you don't take any unnecessary classes. They can help you make schedule changes, get you in touch with financial aid counselors, and also walk you through the billing and admissions process if you need any more help with that. We also have several student support services available here on campus to help make sure that you succeed. One of those is called Student Support Services. They work with freshmen and all other types of students to make sure that they not only succeed at school, but also in personal life management and skills. The McNair Project is here on campus, and that's a grant that helps you get ready for graduate school here at Sul Ross or at another university. The Academic Center for Excellence is also here on campus. They provide free tutoring in different classes, especially math and science. They also house our writing lab, so if you need help with research papers or getting started on a writing assignment, they're available for that. And the Academic Center for Excellence is also home to our honors program. And our newest support service for students is the Lobo Road to Success. That will get started this fall. Under the Lobo Road to Success, there's several options for you to help you from EA, support B, and everything in between. And that will include help with financial aid. Will include a one-stop shop that will include testing, career services, housing, and other opportunities for you to take care of all you need in one location. Okay, now we're going to talk about the what ifs. Now you might be worried or concerned about submitting everything you need for your application because you're not sure what it's like here at Sul Ross, and you're not sure if you'd be admitted. The good news is that if you're not sure if you meet the admissions requirements that are posted on our website, we do offer probationary admissions for our freshman students. This means that you will be admitted under a probationary time frame You'll have to meet with an advisor in our Logo Den to help make sure you stay on track and pick the right classes. What will happen to be admitted on probationary admissions, you'll need to be on your recommended plan at your high school, or at least the endorsement plan. If you're in the third or fourth quarter, you'll need to have between a 14 to a 19 on the ACT, or a 620 to a 919 on the SAT. So we'll also look at your academic content on your high school transcript. So we'll look at what type of classes you've taken. We'll look at your extracurricular activities and your involvement. And then I will meet with a group of my admissions personnel to make a decision. Usually we're able to accept 90% of our students, either as fully admitted students or on a probationary status. As long as you maintain a 2.0 during your first semester here at Sul Ross, then the rest of it will be easy sailing. You can always meet with an advisor in the Logo Den or academic assistant, and of course we have all those other great support services that I mentioned earlier. Now you may be wondering if Sul Ross is the best fit for me. You might not be sure. I really encourage you to contact our admissions office and take a campus tour. We do campus tours Monday through Friday at 10 and 2, and then at other times as you need it, we have appointments available for tours as well. And if you're not able to make it here right away, we have a virtual tour located on the right-hand side of our main webpage at www.sulross.edu. And then finally, we have 2 events during the year. We have a Solely Showcase, a campus open house event. Our next event before the semester starts in the fall is going to be held on April 11th. It's a great opportunity for you to meet with different departments and faculty and staff from all areas of the university. We'll have financial aid, residential living, student support services, and then the College of Arts and Sciences, professional studies, and animal and marine sciences will also be available for you to meet with. And that can be found, the registration link for that can be found at www.sulross.edu/DEA-logo. It's a great place for you to go check everything out, and it has helpful links to scholarships, financial aid, and student support services. Now, you might not have taken the ACT or SAT yet, and we're waiting on your test scores to make an admissions decision. The next test dates for the SAT are March 14th, and for the ACT is April 18th. You can go to the collegeboard.org website to sign up for the SAT, or go to ACT.org to sign up for the ACT test. You also may want to talk to your counselor at your high school, who may be eligible for a fee waiver for either one of those tests, and that will be a great way to get those tests taken. Even if you're not sure if you want to come to Sul Ross State University and you're looking at other universities, they also require the SAT or ACT. Most of them do for admissions to the universities. And if you've taken the test, either one of those tests, the SAT or ACT, but you haven't gotten a chance to send your scores to us yet, you can log on to collegeboard.org for the SAT or ACT.org and send us a copy of your unofficial test scores. That way you won't have to wait for the test scores to be calculated or sent to Sul Ross, and you can make an admissions decision in as little as 2 business days, most times even sooner. Once an admissions decision has been made, the notification will be sent to your personal email, and you'll know right away. Alright, you may be wondering if your high school doesn't have an up-to-date transcript for you yet, can you still send that in to complete your application? The answer to that question is absolutely. We'll look at your high school transcript as far as it's been calculated by your counselor and your school, and we can make an admissions decision based on that. Your high school transcript may even include your ACT or SAT scores, and hopefully will also include your STAR or end-of-course exam scores that we can also use for placement. You can send us what you have, and we'll be happy to evaluate it and let you know if we need additional information to make an admissions decision. And then finally, you may not have completed your application yet because you're afraid you can't afford to attend Sul Ross State University. The great news is, like I said in our previous slide, is that we're the most affordable public institution in Texas. We have several different ways to help you pay for your college experience, including payment plans, so you can divide your tuition up into a series of payments that are affordable and work for you and your family. And over half of our students are eligible for Pell and other grants. This includes the Texas Grant and the Texas Public Education Grant. If you go to www.collegeforalltexans.org, you can find several different grants and scholarship programs that the state offers to help you pay for your college here at Sul Ross State University. Those scholarships and grants also work at other universities as well. The average cost for a freshman taking 15 credit hours, that's considered free time at Sul Ross, and living in our Lobo Village residence halls with our maximum meal plan per semester, including an approximate cost for books and other supplies, is about $7,000. This is pretty affordable when you compare that to other colleges and universities across the state. Not to mention you're getting a hands-on experience with our professors. Our class sizes are small. They're about 15 to 1, which means for every 15 students in the classroom, there's one professor. Most of our faculty are tenure, are considered experts in their subject areas, and have a doctoral or terminal degree in those areas. Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask my students on either side of me, Danielle and Destiny, why they chose Sul Ross. I'm going to start with Danielle. Danielle Lucero is currently an animal science major. She's a junior here at Sul Ross State University, and she's from Gardendale, Texas. That's in the Midland, Odessa, Permian Basin area. Danielle applied to several different schools and was accepted to those schools, and one of those schools included Cornell University. Danielle, can you tell me why you selected Sul Ross out of all those other universities that you applied to and were admitted to?
I chose Sul Ross because one, it was somewhat close to home, but not super close to home. And then they had an awesome animal science program. She was blown away by it, and the environment itself.
Did you come to a campus tour? What was one of the things that you remember from your campus tour?
I remember the dorm and then the animal science building.
Can you tell us something really neat about the animal science building?
The animal science building has a common area which now houses a large stuffed bear and a large stuffed lion.
And then one of your classrooms has several mounts in it, doesn't it? And then you guys also have several types of different laboratory equipment down there that you can study. Depending on your major, you can study anything from soils to feeds and heating, and you can have a meat science lab down at this facility, right? What would you say your experience has been like in the classroom? Do you feel that you're connected to the faculty that are teaching you?
Absolutely.
If you had to choose again, would you still get Sul Ross?
I would definitely still get Sul Ross.
Give us one other name of a university that you applied to that we would recognize.
I also applied to the University of Texas.
And what was the main difference between Manhattan Baylor and Sul Ross that made you select us?
Well, they didn't have to kind of
Okay. And can you tell me what are a couple things that you've gotten involved in on campus that you really enjoy?
I ran for Mr. Sul Ross and was a member of the rodeo team. And I was part of the team government.
Thanks, Danielle. Okay, and then here I have Destiny Beach. Destiny is a kinesiology major. She's from Alpine, Texas, and she's also a junior here at Sul Ross State University. Destiny also applied to several different schools and was accepted, but ultimately chose Sul Ross. Destiny, can you share with me why you ended up picking Sul Ross?
One was the process. I graduated in this class at 62, so I was used to the small classroom, which was a big yes for me, and also because the
So you said that you're home right now, but you did tell me that you lived in a residential building at one time. What's it like to live on campus here at Sul Ross?
I liked it. I really liked the dorms. They're really nice. It was nice to have your own bedroom in another school where you have to share a bedroom, and yeah, it got the experience.
Did you feel like that helped you succeed during your first year at Sul Ross living on campus?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. What was the difference between Sul Ross and one of the other schools that you applied to, other than it was closer to home?
Well, I applied to professionals also, especially there, and the dorm.
It was a dorm. It doesn't for you.
I didn't like the residence halls there. I didn't want to share rooms because I don't like style, and it was just really big. We went into one classroom during the tour, and it was 500 students. I like my small classroom.
So to explain our residential living just a little bit, what Destiny is talking about is that our freshmen can live in our Logo villages, and you can check those out on our virtual tour. And they also at our residential living page that's located just directly off of our main page, shows you the room set layout. In the Logo residential living areas, there's a common room, and this is for each room. There's a common room with a living area, and then there's 2 bedrooms for each student. And we're typically 2 to a room, and then 2 to the entire room, not 2 in each bedroom. You have a bedroom to yourself with a door that shuts, and then the only thing that you really share with your roommate is the common area, and that includes, if I'm correct, a sofa and a refrigerator.
The refrigerator, a microwave, the chairs, and the
So it's almost like an apartment-style setting. And then in your bathroom, you have 2 sinks, which I tell all of our female students that's really important. You have 2 sinks, and then you share the bathroom and the shower. But you definitely have the 2 sinks. You have a double vanity. You have the separate bedrooms, and then you have a common area. And the great thing about our Logo residential living is that, again, you can get those rooms as a freshman. So you're able to move into those dorms right away when you start here at Sul Ross. That's a great thing about it. What would you say if anybody was, what would you say if anybody was thinking about finishing your application to Sul Ross? What would you tell them to encourage them to finish applying?
I would say that you definitely would be making a good choice because the atmosphere out here is amazing. Just the way the mountains, the way everything's set in the mountains is beautiful. There's just no better place out there than Sul Ross.
How about you, Destiny? What words of wisdom or advice would you give to any students out there, some people who have submitted their applications but haven't quite made up their minds yet what they intend to do?
Danielle pretty much said it all, but it's a very nice campus. Everything you can walk to, a ton of people. Everybody knows everybody. It's nice and not energetic.
Okay, so again, I'm encouraging you to finish your application before March 15th. That's our priority deadline for scholarships and financial aid. Of course, you can always finish your application and be admitted after March 15th, but you may lose out on some great opportunities for scholarships and grant money. Grant money goes very quickly, and of course, we're going to look at the deadline in which you submitted your financial aid application. And remember, even if you think you may not qualify for financial aid, don't want to take out any kind of student loans, you still need to submit the financial aid application in order to be reviewed and eligible for any type of grant. And grants are the type of money that you get, but you don't have to pay that. That helps to pay for your college and university experience here at Sul Ross State University. At this time, we're open for any questions from any students or applicants or anybody out there who has any questions for us. Okay, it looks like we have a question from David. David wants to know what the animal science program is like at Sul Ross. Danielle, can you help David out with that question?
The animal science program at Sul Ross is very one-on-one, hands-on, type program. We have one of the only 10-year-olds in Texas, which we start working on is community get into the lab.
So you feel like you're so far as a junior, you've had a lot of great hands-on experience that are going to prepare you for, you're going to go to apply to vet school, you're going to do that program. So you've had a lot of hands-on experience already. Okay. When you get into vet school, you're going to hit the ground running. Okay, great. Do you have any other questions out there? Okay. Oh, Casey wants to know what's there to do in Alpine. I think that's a good question for Destiny, since she's from here.
Yeah. There are different events that go on in Alpine. There's the gallery and art walk. We do a lot of different things. We have food vendors, we start to kind of get around with the art. There's you can always go travel down 2 miles to Montgomery and go swimming in the spring. You can climb up Hancock Hill and go to the desk up there. Yeah, there's always something to do when you can play.
We're also located fairly close to Big Bend National Park, so there's a lot of outdoor opportunities, hiking, whitewater rafting. Also just up the road is Fort Davis, and you have a national park and a state park up there for hiking, and then the park. The fort is open to exploring. And then recently, Alpine was featured in Texas Monthly on a Facebook post. It's 10 things to do in Alpine, top 10 things to do in Alpine. So we also have a food festival in the spring, and then we have I think that's in the fall, and we also have a music festival over the summer. And the cool thing about Alpine is that while the rest of Texas is at 100 plus degrees, there's 110% humidity, Alpine is dry. We have as low as 10% humidity even during the summer, and our average high during the summer is 90, so it's a great place to do things all year round. You won't feel that you're melting, you won't be dripping in sweat, you can exercise and do recreational activities all day from dusk till dawn outside, and then also, ladies, it's great hair weather out here. If you struggle with humidity, I have to say that my hair has never looked better since I've moved to Alpine, Texas. Danielle, what are some things that you do out here in Alpine to stay busy?
I always venture off around town. I talk also. I've been out to Marshall Lights and so just jump over the porch basket and people put there. There's Walmart there.
And if that's true, we don't have a Walmart here. We do have grocery stores. We have a True Value. We have a Family Dollar and a dollar store. So I think it's safe to warn you that there's not a mega shopping center out here at Alpine, but there's several things that make up for it. And one of those is when you walk into the grocery store or the drugstore, they're going to know you by your name. You're not going to have to wait in line very often. When you go to the drugstore, they'll have your medicine ready for you. You don't have to tell them to get it ready for you. And like both Lisa and ladies mentioned, it's like a very close-knit family. We're family out here. Everybody knows who you are. And then we're also a very safe campus. Both these young ladies can tell you that they feel safe on campus. We have a very low crime rate in town. It's the type of town where you could leave your car running unlocked and not have to worry about anybody taking it. And that's also the great thing about living out here. If you have a family or you have children, we also have a daycare here just off campus. That's part of the university. Students get priority to place their children in the daycare. Our education majors, especially the early childhood from 6th grade, do their rotations there. So your child, depending on their age, will be learning some pre-K activities. If they're in the infant and toddler room, then they'll be doing infant appropriate things like eating and sleeping, and then the toddlers will get lots of opportunities for playing in hands-on time with other children. Those classes are small, and then the students also get a very discounted rate. If you're a student enrolled in even just one class here at Sul Ross, you're eligible for a lower rate for your child care here. Okay. Are there any other questions? Okay. Rogan wants to know what the residence halls or the dorms are like. So, since both of you, Stephanie had lived in there for a little bit at the beginning of her student career here at Sul Ross, even though she lives here locally in Alpine. I'll let her go first, and then Danielle still lives in our residence hall, and I'll let her talk about her experience there. So, Stephanie, can you start off with what the residence hall is like? You already described what they look like, what's living in their life.
It's comfortable. I think it's very comfortable. Laundry is free, so that's really nice. The only thing is you have to do it yourself. There's a full yourself. Sometimes people hold the phone, but that's not. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, they're very comfortable and they're very nice. The music to know your neighbors.
And then also all of the utilities are included. They have wireless internet, cable, and then electricity, water. All of those are included as part of your residence hall fees. And then you can eat here at our dining center, at our university center, which is located in the university center. And they have like a buffet style. It's all you can eat, and you can only sit second and third. And then there's dessert. There's a waffle maker there. Yeah, there's a waffle and those sorts of things. There's an ice cream machine. You actually really like it, huh? Sometimes. And Danielle, what's it like for you living in the residence hall?
It's comfortable, like Destiny said. You make friends, people that live around you. You make friends with pretty much everybody that lives in the other village, because they do like little mixers and stuff like that. When you get out and meet other people. If you're worried about not knowing somebody, not knowing your name, I'll be the first one to tell you that I did not know how to name at the beginning of the semester, and now she's my best friend. So.
That's great. And then they also, like you said, you guys do a lot of stuff that keep you involved. What's one of the activities that you do at the residence halls?
They have like a blind date night. They've done like they show like different movies.
You've done a movie night. They do craft. They've done a craft night. There's different activities going on. Usually to keep you guys involved.
There's also bingo night and Super Bowl parties.
So, and then there's big movies on the big screen, free popcorn and soft drinks in our Marshall Auditorium. Keep students involved and occupied here at Sul Ross. And then one of the traditions, one of the things I think is pretty cool about Sul Ross is in front of our university center, the Sully production group that does some of our activities here on campus advertises that event so that we would sidewalk talk. So there's a huge drawing on the sidewalk of what's coming up next for students to get involved in. Manga night, so we have a small movie theater here in town, and on Manga movie night, you can go to the movie theater, show your student ID, and there's no fee for admission, unless it's a 3D movie. 3D movie, then there's a small fee, still much less than if you went to the movie flex. Maybe $3. There's also several churches in town. We have the Catholic Church, the Episcopal Church, the Baptist Church, and the Calvary Church. We also have a Baptist student group on campus. We have a union group on campus. And there's several other groups that you can be involved in downtown. And all of those churches in the area like to get involved with students and, of course, welcome them with open arms to any type of activities. All right. Are there any other questions for us? Okay. Amy wants to know, what if you don't have a car and freshmen have cars? Well, Destiny said earlier that everything here on campus and in the town of Alpine are within walking distance. So you might have to walk the equivalent of a city block or two just to get to the grocery store off campus. But everything unit on campus is located within a minute's walk. So our student population is about 2,000, a little less than 2,000. And on campus, we have several different buildings, but we're not spread out very far. So it's easy to walk around campus to get from point A to point B. If you have classes in one building and then your next class is in another building, there's enough time to get from, let's say, Lawrence Hall to the Briscoe building with plenty of time to stop and get a drink or take a bathroom break. There's plenty of time for all of those types of things. Freshmen can have cars here on campus. That's definitely a yes. You have plenty of parking. You don't have to park back across the street behind the football field. You'll be able to park up close to your dorms or your residence halls, and you'll have plenty of spots to park at when you get there. We're great about providing ample parking for our students, faculty, and staff here on campus. So you're able to have a car here, and even if you don't have a car, everything's within walking distance, and I'm sure that you will make friends within your first couple of days here at Sul Ross and have rides anywhere you want to go. It's true, you can bring a bicycle. Our town is very bicycle friendly. I see students on skateboards. No roller skates. Motor scooters are very popular out here, and of course, if you actually have a motorcycle, this is great motorcycle riding country through the roads, and the scenery out here is beautiful, and the weather is awesome for it too. Okay, any other questions? Madison would like to know if we have an honors program. So, are you in an honors program, Danielle? Are you not? I'll answer that one quickly. Madison, yes, we do have an honors program. You have to apply to that as part of it's a scholarship program. So again, that deadline for March 15th is very important. You need to be admitted to Sul Ross fully, not on a probationary status. And then when you apply for scholarships at www.sulross.edu/scholarships, the program will tell you if you're eligible for the honors program, and will automatically put you into that scholarship pool. You may have to fill out a few extra things for the honors program, like you might have to provide letters of references, you might have to write additional essays, and you might have to provide a resume for the honors program. Once you're into that application pool, the committee will meet and you'll be notified if you're selected for the honors program. Our honors students are very active on campus. Last year and every year since they've worked with our women's shelter in town to provide supplies for those women. We also do book reading activities, and then they're involved in various activities throughout campus. The great thing about that is that our honors program not only is a scholarship program, but you graduate, you'll have honors designation on your classes, on your transcript when you graduate. You'll be in a core group of classes with other students who are also honors students, so you can study together, and then they're very much committed to community involvement and community service. You're both on campus and in Alpine, so you get a great overall experience here at Sul Ross in our honors program. Okay, any other questions? All right, we have a question from Esmeralda. Esmeralda wants to know what kinds of organizations and clubs do we have here at Sul Ross. So, Bethany, you were originally involved in soccer when it was a club here at Sul Ross, right? I'm the president of the soccer club? Yes. That's great. And then you were, this fall, actually competing as a DP sport, right? Okay. And are you involved in any other clubs? I'm also the treasurer of the PCLSU club. And that's, is it called PCLSU? And then there's a new club too, for public education components, and that's all called the Work Class. That was the new one that I saw that if they started over there for public community. That PCLSU club, what do you guys do in the club? Well, we just had our first meeting this weekly with the club, and just getting ready for what we're going to do with other days. So it's a great support system. Was it hard to start a club here at Sul Ross? Just fill out some paperwork, get through the concept with me, and then do the group by the years, and then my association. All right, that's great. And Danielle, you're part of SGA, Student Government Association, right? Was it hard to get involved in that one?
Not at all.
Not at all.
It was not hard.
They embraced you with open arms, right?
Yes, yes.
Are you involved in any other clubs on campus?
I'm also involved in Cadet Club, Cadet Birthday, and Logo Pride.
What's Logo Pride? Tell me a bit about the Logo Pride Club.
Logo Pride is a group of students that is around to build the morale of the campus. We go to the different sporting events and try to get everybody hyped up.
That's great. I love that stuff. And then both of these young ladies are also ambassadors. And they started out, did you start in the freshman leadership program? That you were in the freshman leadership program. The freshman leadership program is a scholarship program here at Sul Ross. Again, that's another reason why it's important to have your application completed and submitted by March 15th for your scholarship application. I believe the freshman leadership program is a $1,500 scholarship. Yes, we split into 2 semesters. We do meet as a group in the fall and spring, and meet as in a classroom setting, and they do several activities. Some of that is, one thing that we do is help with a Relay for Life here in Alpine. And then from that, the students can go on that are in the freshman leadership program. They can apply for the ambassador program, which is another scholarship program. And it's to keep you involved in Sul Ross. But as ambassadors, both of these young ladies help us tell the story of Sul Ross State University. So they give campus tours. They talk to prospective students like yourself. They talk to their parents. They help us with our open house events. They do various activities in the office. Like one day they might be shredding for their office hour. Another day they may be stuffing envelopes. And then another day they might be taking prospective students and their families out on campus tours. So the great thing about it is that not only are they getting a scholarship, and they only have to do 2 hours a week with enrollment services, and then help out with campus tours and events, but they're also getting work experience that they can put on their resume for future job opportunities when they're all done with school and when they're getting ready to be done with school. An ambassador program is very flexible with your work schedule and your school schedule and your extracurricular activities. I know that you all have things to do besides being an ambassador and school, because they're both involved in everything. Usually our ambassadors are. And we also have job opportunities here on campus. We have work study opportunities that you can be eligible for. You just need to select if you're interested in work study on your financial aid application. And when you arrive here at Sul Ross, you can go to our Career Services Center, and they'll help you look for jobs on campus. All of our campus job opportunities are flexible with your class schedule, so we work around your class schedule. We understand that you have tests to study for. We understand that you're involved in athletics. So all of these are great opportunities, not only to help you build your resume for when you finish your degree at Sul Ross, but also help you pay for your college costs, your tuition and fees costs here at Sul Ross. Oh yeah, tell us about PAC leader. Tell them a little bit about being a PAC leader at orientation.
We're the leaders of each PAC during orientation, and we get everybody used to the campus, get everybody to meet new people, and get comfortable.
So they're called PAC leaders because Sul Ross State University's mascot is the logo. And so PAC leaders is part of Logo Days. That's our freshman orientation program that we have at the beginning of the fall. All of our new students come a few days before the fall semester starts. They get the opportunity to meet other freshmen, incoming freshmen. We do things like icebreakers. We'll go out to our animal science and range facilities and do Olympics. New Student Olympics will brand you with our bar, SR bar, so you'll be part of the Sul Ross family from that moment on. What other kinds of things do you guys do during Logo Days?
We did a photo scavenger hunt that are the building better, campus better.
So you just kind of get adjusted to Sul Ross before the classes start and get the opportunity to make friends. And then as a pack leader, you're kind of a mentor for your group, so they can ask you questions, and you'll always be there available to them while you're here at Sul Ross. So I'm sure some of the freshmen who are in your pack, this pack ball, still say hi to you, might even be your friends, ask you questions about whatever. I'm sure some of you guys
I
see
still
it.
get text messages from my group from the fall asking me about different things going on around town.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Okay. Oscar wants to know what kind of sports Sul Ross has. So we mentioned before, we have women's soccer. We don't have men's soccer. Sul Ross is a D3. We are Division 3 in the Southwest Conference. Division 3 means that we have a small student population, so we are unable to provide scholarships for athletics. But again, we do have several scholarships for academics. For sports, we have football, we have track, we have baseball, softball, volleyball, cross country, men's and women's cross country, men's and women's track and field, tennis, men's and women's tennis, men's and women's basketball, women's soccer, football, softball, baseball. We have a rodeo team, which is not really part of Division 3 sports, but we are part of the Collegiate Rodeo Association, and we compete in rodeos. And then, did I cover them all? And that's it. So we do, our coaches do recruit for their sports on their own, but we also have walk-on tryouts at the beginning of the fall semester for football. Rodeo, I think, would be the same way. We can contact the coach and try out for that, as well as the rest of our sports. So although you may not have been recruited personally by a coach in one of our sports, you still have the opportunity to try out when you arrive at Sul Ross or any of our teams. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Since we're getting close to the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to take one more question from Omar. And Omar is interested in being a kinesiology major. What types of things would Omar learn as a kinesiology major? Since you're a junior, you're getting towards where you're going to start getting towards senior classes, you can really get into the nitty-gritty kinds of stuff. But even as a freshman, you'll be learning a lot of hands-on things. What kind of things will Omar get to learn as a kinesiology major here at Sul Ross?
There's weightlifting classes that we decide to go into strengthening and conditioning kind of things. There's classes for that. We have anatomy physiology labs. You have to bench test some animals and understand the human body in a weird way. I'm taking prevention of injury class right now. It's more of a training class. And I just learned how to take a book right there the other day. We learn a lot of different things about just the human body and the way it works, and also what you can do with yourself.
What are you planning to do with your kinesiology degree? Are you going to go on, or do you think you're going to go into a different field? What's your master's degree or teach?
I'm in between going to San Antonio for physical therapy school, or I want to go on to kinesiology.
Okay, great. All right. Are there any other questions out there this evening? Okay. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you, Destiny, and thank you, Danielle, for sharing your experience with us while you're students here at Sul Ross State University. If you have any questions, please contact us. You can email us at admissions@sulross.edu. You can follow us on Facebook in Sul Ross State University. We get a lot of great information out there, both scholarly, academically, and what our students are doing. And then you can follow us on Twitter at Sul Ross State University. And you can call us at 1-888-722-SRSU, and we hope to be welcoming you to our PAC this fall. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you.